DIS, where dreams come true. We'll bring the magic right to you. From island vibes and skies of blue, on every show there's something new. Aloha DIS, your Disney guide. Come with us on this magical ride. From Hawaii shores to Disney's gates, let's share the joy together and see what awaits.
Welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Aaron Chef,
And I'm Dr. Mom.
and this is the Aloha DIS podcast, simulcasting on Twitch and YouTube. So, as you can see, we're still celebrating Halloween.
Yeah.
And so, happy Halloween to all of you.
Yes, happy
What
Halloween.
are you looking most forward to this Halloween?
Oh, candy. No.
Yeah,
No.
that's actually my favorite.
No. Go
I've
ahead.
eaten a lot more.
What's
in
what's
the
your
hallway.
what's your favorite candy?
My favorite candy is candy corn. I think.
Really?
Yeah, during Halloween.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
know you didn't know that. That's why there's
Oh
all
my
these
gosh.
candy corns in the kitchen, and I was like, "Oh, where'd this come from? Like, what is this for?"
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I think during Halloween especially, it's candy corn.
So is Pinky. Pinky loves candy corn,
Yeah.
so I guess you have that in common.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we do. But yeah, what is your favorite?
My favorites. Ooh, I either would go for chocolate, something chocolatey.
Okay.
Maybe like a Twix or a Kit Kat, maybe. And then I love gummies.
You have gummies. Oh,
Yeah, I love gummies. So any kind of gummy is yum yums.
Pinky just got a whole bunch of gummies from Walmart.
Yeah, she got special gummies. They're like peels or something.
Peels.
Yeah, it's like peels. I'm looking
Yeah.
at the package right back there, but it's called peels, and you have to like peel the outside, and then there's like a little hidden gummy surprise on the inside, and then you eat that gummy surprise, and then you eat the outside.
I didn't know that. I was just eating the whole thing.
I didn't know that either until Pinky corrected me, and she's like, "Mom, you're not eating it
You're
right."
eating it correctly.
So
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
that's good to know.
I was like, "Ooh, gummies!"
Yeah.
But
I like the gummies.
there's a certain way, and she's like, "Look at the package."
That's a special mail order now.
Yeah.
A good thing Walmart delivers for free.
It was Walmart, right? That you
It was
got
Walmart,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you're looking for it, it's Peels Candy.
I'm gonna run and grab it because I'm looking at
Yeah,
it right
go
now.
ahead,
Okay.
run and grab it. We'll say hi to everyone who's here at the moment. The Tibbs, thanks you for being first. Thank you for also lurking. Naz, good to see you as well. I see here the rustling of papers in the background. Naz's favorite candy. What is all of your favorite candy? Naz says his favorite candy is Reese's. Oh, you know why there's so much rustling? Because we ordered a lot. So, and then,
And I'm back with the gummy
and-
peels.
yeah, and then Minnie's here as well. So thank you for staying up super late. It's past midnight for you, I'm sure. And so we're glad to have you here.
Okay, you guys ready to see? Okay, so this is the candy that Pinky ordered from Walmart, and it's called peelers, not peels. Okay, I stand
Peel- oh, that's
corrected.
why
It's
you peel it.
peelers, and then if you can see, it has an outside, and then you peel it, and there's a surprise in the middle that you eat. And it says peelable right here. So this flavor is gummy peach, and we got gummy banana,
Bananas. I think she really likes
and
that.
then gummy orange,
Yeah.
and we got gummy grape, and we have mango. So, so-
Mango.
mango, sorry.
That's a
But-
Saturday Night Live skit.
Ah,
Mango.
mango. But yeah, but I tried them all. I had to because I had to taste test it
Yeah,
for
that's
all of
right.
you so that I could report to you which one was the best.
Exactly.
But my synopsis is I really like the mango.
Oh, okay.
What did you like?
Well, as you know, I'm allergic to mango, so I try to stay away from it as much as possible.
I think you say allergic, but what you mean by
Maybe it's
allergic is I
preference.
just
I
don't
just
like
don't-
it.
I just don't
I
like the
don't like it.
preference
I'm
of
allergic
mangoes.
to the taste.
Yeah. So I think my favorite, of course, is the grape because
Grape.
I like the grape one. So
Okay.
I think maybe that's because I program myself to eat the grape because that is not Pinky's favorite.
Oh,
So if I get something that she doesn't like, there's a lot more of it.
good to know. Good
That's
to
good
know.
to know.
Okay, good to know because I like grape.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, we'll try not to impinge upon each other's favorite
Yes.
peelers. So
Peelers. Hmm.
get it at Walmart.
At Walmart.
Not sponsored. Not sponsored at all.
No, not at all. Just yummy.
So,
Just nom noms.
yeah, it's very, very good stuff. A couple of things. We've made some changes. As we're doing the podcast, we weren't sure exactly the format or everything else, but we did put up the sound alerts and the stream stickers and the viewer attacks. So they're all there right now. If you want to partake of all of those as well. So
And he was working on this hard, Ohana. He was he was
Right.
he was really working on this.
Confession time. So I'm doing the sound alerts last night. Just the alerts for Stream Elements. I got to maybe I had 3 more I was trying to set up, and then it's in beta, so things don't work exactly correctly. So when I go back, I'm supposed to refresh the screen and then save. Well, I just went back, saved, which is basically a blank screen, and erased everything. So it took another 3 hours to rebuild everything last night. But I think everything is up and running. If anyone wants to see if those things work, but hopefully it won't impinge upon the quality content of the program. Well, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so we're so glad you could be here. We'll talk a lot about some of the new things, or actually
Yeah.
exciting news that has come out of Disney. But if any of you could help us out, we've been working on audio, and I'm looking at the levels right now, and something doesn't seem exactly right. So I'm going to turn up my volume.
Okay.
Because we're getting echo on Dr. Mom last week, but
Yeah.
I might be getting echo on the microphones too. So if you hear anything, just let us know. We appreciate that a lot. We can make adjustments on the fly, but the levels don't seem quite right still yet. So we're gonna have to figure all it out.
Yeah.
It's such a thing with the microphone, and I do have a solution. The solution is to okay, the adjustments you made seem to be okay. Okay, so
Okay, awesome.
but-
Thanks, Naz.
And I appreciate that. And it could be, and this could be just something a feature of USB because it's all digital. Over the course of the show, one of the microphones might start having some.
It's Lube
latency.
has just subscribed for 17 months. Mahalo for your support.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Hi, it's Lube. Another.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Thank
Lube
you.
is, of course, a celebrity from the UK.
Oh, hello, Lube.
Yes.
Lube? What?
Yeah,
Lube?
it's Lube.
Okay,
It's Lube.
okay,
It's
okay.
Lube. So, no, he's another STFC streamer, content creator,
content
NDA content creator that we all aspire to be one day. But thanks for stopping by, Lube. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's things working. The alerts are working, I think.
Yeah,
and-
we just checked it out.
Yeah.
Lube just helped us with that.
yeah, it helped us very out. And maybe could, yeah, it's the best looking. No, you are the best looking content creator on the internet. But thank you very much. I think Lube is talking about you.
No. Well, we're kind of, I don't know. We're just funny looking. So that's why.
No, that's just me. No, I know. I know. Thank you very much, Lube. No, best looking CC's on the internet. Best looking CC on the internet.
No.
So that's basically
No.
it. So.
I'm just.
It's Lube has cheered 100 seashells.
Hey, thank
Mahalo
you.
for your support.
Ooh.
Okay.
See, okay, it works. It works.
Yeah, everything works.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yay! All your hard work paid off.
Yeah. Hopefully that's coming through not too loud for you as well. So let me know sound adjustments, and we can fix all of those on the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so big news recently over the last couple of weeks that there are some new lightning lane passes, and that's actually caused a little bit of maybe controversy as well. So let's figure this out over here. But yeah, you want to start getting us into what the lightning
Yeah.
lanes
So when the lightning lane stuff came out, it was so confusing. It was, I mean, maybe just for me, but it was like Disney Plus, Lightning Lane. What is going
Disney
on
Plus.
here? Genie Plus, no, Genie Plus, Lightning Lane. I don't know, Fast Pass. What is going on? So when So when they announced, right? So there was a single pass that you could get, and that for the Lightning Lane. So there's no longer Genie Plus, right? It's Lightning Lane.
Yeah, it's changed a little bit, and part of that was before even that it was called Fast Passes,
Fast
right?
Pass.
And it was digital, but then even previous to that, there used to be tickets that we actually had to go
I
through
remember
a
that.
long time ago. So let me
Yeah.
maybe we can start off there. So long time ago in a galaxy far away, you would go to like the parks, and for us it was Disneyland Park, and there would be
At that time, yes.
these booths that you would go up there, you would scan your ticket, and you would be able to get a printed fast pass that will give you access to a ride, and you given a time, and then you return at the time, and you can actually skip ahead
Yep.
a little bit in the line.
Yep.
But the hard part was that you can get those passes, but you had to go to the exact location. So you actually, for us, would hit the park, would rush over to the first station, scan the ticket, get a fast pass, and then run to the next station, scan your ticket, get a fast pass. And we going all over the park, and we haven't even ridden a ride yet. And then they went digital, and that allowed us to actually enjoy getting fast passes ahead of time, even at home. So we could actually schedule those things at home, and then it was like in the park now at Disneyland, especially, you have to go inside the park, get your fast passes once you're inside the park, and whatnot. So a lot of things have changed over the years. We have we like fast passes over lightning lanes. Yeah,
I do
some
too.
some people have different things that they like.
Yeah, it just might be the nostalgia of it all, but then I did prefer the fast passes, and then I don't know. I just remember just fond memories, like rushing up there and then
Right.
being like, there was like maybe 3 or 4 different
Kiosks, yeah.
fast pass
Yeah.
kiosks. So then, you'd be doing your thing and somebody next to you would be doing their thing, and it just, I don't know. I mean, it was good times.
No, it's good time for sure. Hi, Rico. Welcome in. Appreciate you as well. Thank you for joining us. It doesn't require you to plan your visits to Disney, being in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the good thing, right? It's like you could actually just get those things and go throughout the day when you're there. So yeah, I agree. And I think it, for everyone it's different, right? Some people like to plan. So like Gina's, you could plan your trips a month out, or you could actually just go during that day.
Rico has cheered 5 seashells.
Hi, Rico.
Mahalo
Thank
for
you
your
the
support.
bits. Thank you for the 5 bits.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Rico.
Yeah, so there's just different things that I think it worked for different people. So now it's new, and this is what we have, and
Yep.
we'll kind of work with it. But yeah, let's go back to what it's about.
Yeah. So first of all, if you're staying on property or at any select hotel, so when I say select hotel at Walt Disney World, these would be like Swan and Dolphin, the
Yep.
Shades of Green.
Which is the military one. Yeah.
So it would be those parks, right? So, and then it will be any of the Disney Resort parks, the villas, so the DVC properties. And then if you are staying on property, you can do it up to 7 days in advance. You can buy your pass. If not, your Lightning Lane passes. If not, you would be able to do it 3 days in advance.
Right.
So, of course, based on availability, right? When it's really, really busy and the parks are like just completely going, then it might be more difficult. So you'd want to hop on there at 7 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time,
Yep.
I think it is, and then you can grab your Lightning Lane passes, whether it be single, multiple, or the
Premier.
Premier.
It's kind of like Premier shorts.
It's the Cadillac version of the Lightning Lane.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, you might have to sell your Cadillac. No.
Yeah, you might not be able to. It's probably the same price as a
Yeah.
as a Cadillac.
So, okay, so single passes, right? We've done that before. Single passes is pretty simple. You just choose one attraction and a time, right? Arrival window,
Yep.
and then you buy that for that time. So, for example, these would be like The ones that would be worth it would probably be like Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah.
Um, Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah.
Cosmic Rewind.
Maybe the Avatar,
Oh yeah, Avatar.
Flight of Passage.
Yep,
So those
yep.
are all rides that have super long lines. right?
Yeah, and those are available through Single Pass. So you can get, those attractions with your Single Pass. So for the multi-pass, so now
Right.
this is the multi-pass. So you, of course, so single, multi, right? You like one and then more than one. So this one you can do up to 3 Lightning Lane reservations a day.
Right.
So you buy the multi-lane and you get up to 3. Okay. However, the only difference is that, or the only thing that I want to warn you about
Yep.
is that you can choose from one ride from a certain group and then up to your other 2, or you can choose all 3 from another group. So it's just kind of a word of warning. You don't have carte blanche over the entire park and which rides you want to ride or lightning lanes you want to get into. So for example, to give you an example, if you do get a multi-pass, then at Magic Kingdom, you would be able to choose one ride from Big Thunder Mountain, Jungle Cruise, Peter Pan's Flight, Space Mountain, or Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So you can only choose one of those from that group. So Epcot would be like Frozen Ever After, Remy's Ratatouille. Of course, yeah, Disney Hollywood Studios would be Mickey Minnie Runaway Railway, Slinky Dog, Rock and Roller Coaster. Okay, and then all of the Animal Kingdoms, they actually fall under the category where you can choose 3.
Yeah.
So
So these are
you-
like tiers.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
different tiers for the different e-ticket rides, what they used to call e-ticket rides, the most popular ones, and then the other tiers, you get to choose more of those, right? Yeah.
For sure, for sure. So the ones that like you can just choose 2, your other 2 or up to 3 is like Buzz, Dumbo, Haunted Mansion, Mad Tea Party, and this is at Magic Kingdom, right? Pirates of the Caribbean, those rides, those types of rides. And then like Epcot would be Nemo. So the ones that aren't typically busy anyway, like Spaceship Earth, Figment, which there's like never a line for for Journey into Imagination, but those would be the rides. So if you notice, I did not mention the ones that we mentioned with the single pass.
Right.
So I guess the thing that gets you is that you can get a multi-pass, but they're only available for certain rides.
Yeah.
Right? It's like that tier 1 or those tier 2,
Yeah.
right? 1 in tier 1 or your other 2 or up to 3 in that tier 2. Right?
Yeah.
So if you're then you can use your multi-pass. And if you have a park hopper ticket, then you can go ahead and do this across different parks.
Yeah. Naz is asking per day, though, right? Yes, these
Yeah.
are all per day purchases for the single, the multi day pass, or the lightning lane. So you can't like choose a multi pass and use it over a couple of days. You actually have to use all 3 rides that day.
Yeah, per day. So so basically what you could do, you could get a single pass, a multi-pass, or you could even do both. Right? That's your other option is you can do both. So the reason why you would want to do both is because those high demand rides that are not available on the multi-pass that we had mentioned before with the single pass, those are the ones that you would need the single pass for
Right.
if you want to get into the lightning lane.
Right. So it's almost like the fast pass went for what was available through Genie Plus is now called Lightning Lane, and those are paid as opposed to just free.
Pay to play.
Yeah.
you have to pay for those. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think that's a good way of looking at it. That you went from free fast passes to paid fast passes, or Genie Plus, and then now they're just called Lightning Lanes multi-pass.
Yeah, so basically, if you wanted to do the high demand rides, like I mentioned with the single pass, Magic Kingdom would be Seven Doors, Mine Train, and I see Naz got Tron on there, right?
Yeah.
So yes, Tron. And then if you go to Epcot, that would be, of course, like we mentioned, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Hollywood Studios is Rise of the Resistance, which we have done that because we were like, okay, let's just get in there, right? And let's just go and ride this ride. And then Animal Kingdom, the one that's on there is Avatar Flight of Passage.
Right.
So those are the premier rides. It's no, I shouldn't use the word premier, right? Those are like the ones that you can only do those high demand rides with the single pass.
Yeah, so you can buy Naz the Tron or Guardians single passes, and that would be the way to get onto those rides. You wouldn't be able to do it through the multi-pass, but you could do it through the next thing that we'll probably talk about, which is the
Yeah,
Premier
so
Pass.
you've got options and options, right? You've got those you can do the single pass, multi pass. You could also do both, and then the new option, which is really exciting, yet at the same time,
It's very interesting,
yeah,
but I think we'll see how it goes. I think this is the best way I can explain it is that if it works for you, it works for you.
yes.
So it might not work for everybody, but we'll see.
So this is the Lightning Lane Premier Pass. This, like we said, this is the Cadillac of passes, right? So this is kind of more the carte blanche of passes.
Right.
You basically have your choice of rides, have your choice of, you don't have to necessarily. You just got your choice.
You don't have to choose as
Yeah.
much, right?
Yeah.
So with the other multi-pass or the single pass, you basically just have to choose which one you want to prioritize. This one is all the rides. You have one fast pass or one Lightning Lane pass per ride per day, and you get to enjoy all of that. Now they're still, I guess they're still working out the kinks. So the information that we have seems to be as much up to date, but then there's some different things that other people experience it. So it doesn't go on sale until October 30th, or it doesn't begin until October 30th. It's on sale now.
Yeah.
And one of the things
October 23rd, since
October
last
3rd,
week,
yeah,
right?
so-
I believe.
So you can purchase the Lightning Lane Premier Passes up to 7 days in advance of the first day of your resort stay. And then for the entire length of your stay, up to 14 days. So you can actually, if you have a week-long stay, you can make all your Lightning Lane passes the 7 days out and from your beginning of your trip. So you don't have to wait every day on the seventh day before to make those reservations. You can do it if you have a resort pass, and they're piloting right now. So that's why some of our information is coming in, and we're kind of watching what people are doing. But there's the pilot program is in deluxe resorts and some of the other select hotels that was mentioned earlier. So it's being rolled out. I think they're going to make adjustments along the way because it is a little pricey. So they want to make sure that they have the quality there, so it actually can do very well. So I think this is something that if it works well for them, they actually could really. They can really make this an experience worthy of the guests. So, but it's going to take a lot of coordination and a lot of adjustments and watching the feedback from everyone involved. So some of the influencers right now are piloting. So we're seeing what's happening, but Disneyland and DCA is one of those places. So
yeah. So they rolled out the pilot, this Premier Pass pilot program at Disneyland and DCA. So it's currently going, right? You can currently do that there. So we've heard some things, right, about that and what you can do with the Premier Pass, and if you do choose to buy a Premier Pass. Some things that we've heard is that you can actually do all the rides, like in Disneyland, in one day, all the rides.
And not even in one day, like before even like it's getting super dark.
And then the DCA, from what we understand and what we've heard from some of the other channels, is that you can do that in 4 hours.
Right.
The DCA rides, yes. So I'm just picturing, I don't know. I just, I don't know. I'm just picturing some some of my favorite rides. Cali River Rapids, is that?
Yeah.
No. Cali River Rapids is
is
Animal
in, is
Kingdom.
in Animal Kingdom. It's the bear one. I can't remember what it's called now.
Yeah.
We haven't ridden it in DCA.
Yeah. No, so that one. Oh, you haven't ridden it, but Pinky and I went on it.
Right.
Yeah, we went on it and we braved the water. It was really funny because the lady across me got super soaked.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she got like completely soaked head to toe. The water came over and on top of her. And then for us, our shoes got soaked. So
Well, see, that's what happens when you're lighter, maybe. and the
she
thing
was
goes.
kind of little.
No.
She was. Yeah.
Pinky is like you're
Oh,
like
yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe
Pinky
it
was
was
little.
outside the water. If I were to ride it because I weigh more, you make a bigger splash and then that's where you get wet probably. So
Yeah, the poor lady. I mean, she was
She
just
got
so
soaked.
she had such a great attitude about it though, but it was so funny. It was like we just had such a great laugh like all the way to the end, and after we got out, it was just it was just really funny.
that says it's Grizzly River Run. That's right.
Grizzly River Run.
Yeah,
Thank
right,
you.
Right at the entrance of DCA. So,
Yeah, thank you to the right.
to the right. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah. And
So-
then it's right by the hotel.
Right, yeah,
When you
the
come out
exits
of-
from the hotel entrance to the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you actually
Yeah.
can use that. Yeah, so the Lightning Premier Pass is something that it's going to be limited quantities for right now. It's not going to be available, super available, and I think it's just in a testing phase right now, and they'll make a lot of adjustments. They did the same thing with Lightning Lane. When it first came out, they experimented a little bit, got feedback, and I think that's one of the things that Disney does really well is that they ask for customer feedback. Their guests are super important to them, so we get surveys all the time, and we try to fill them out as best as we can to improve the experience for everybody. And so that's something that I'm pretty sure that's going to happen with this this item. But it is kind of exciting. I mean, I think a use for this really is someone who either is has very limited time at the parks, someone who might have gone as much and want to experience everything. I think that's kind of one of the benefits of this. I remember going to Epcot before we were married. I was at a conference, and so I only had one day to go down there. So if I had gone and gotten one of these passes, maybe I would have been able to ride all the rides and not worry about the limited time being at the park. So if you're going for like 1 day or 2 days, that might be a good thing to have. I think for those who want to make sure that they ride all the rides, this might also be a good thing to have for them as well. And that says they're pretty big on soft openings. Yeah, I think it's because they want to make sure that everything is good for the majority of people that use it.
Yeah. So what I've also heard, so plan of attack when you have the Lightning Lane Premier Pass is to prioritize your ride experience, right? Like you have to kind of plan out which rides you're gonna hit and when you're gonna hit them, and prioritizing the rides for that day. So what you want to maybe save for another day, if you can, and you have a park hopper and a multiple day pass, would be things like parades, right? You want to maybe watch the parade because that takes up a lot of time of waiting and then actually watching it, or sit down restaurants. So that takes a lot of time as well. So one of the tips was prioritizing your rides, and then also making sure that you prioritize the ride attractions.
Yeah. So the things that you could do on a different day when you have a little bit more time, then that's something to do. Yeah.
Yeah, or
I think that's a good strategy.
Yeah, but I think one of the things that they had mentioned that they had gotten that kind of threw off their plans was when there were ride closures. Right? Because you never know, right? A ride can go down at any time. And if it does go down, then that kind of messes up your plan.
Yeah, no,
So,
that's true.
yeah. So it only works as far as it works, right?
Yeah. You
So,
know, if like for us, we kind of know a little bit about when rides might go down. So it does rain a lot, especially in the afternoons, and so any kind of outdoor rides, like when Test Track was open, right? It probably would go down, maybe around 3:30 to 5, just because there's a storm rolling in, which is very typical of
R.I.P. Test Track.
Orlando. Yeah. Well, RIP Test Track 2.0, 3.0 is coming
Okay,
out in
okay.
2025. So
Okay.
it'll be a different experience, an updated experience. But it's closed right now. But that's one of those rides that, because it's an outdoor ride, it probably will go down. Maybe like Big Thunder Mountain, which is also closing for refurbishments in a little bit,
Yes,
because they're
yes.
doing the new car. Is it the Cardline Park over there? So they're rerouting Mark Twain's riverboat and some other things, and so that's one of those things that there'll be things that are outside that might not be available during the storms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is save your best ride for the end of the day because it might be down.
Absolutely. No, no, no. That is a good tip because absolutely it could be down. Not that no, we are speaking from experience.
Yeah, just from experience.
So that has happened to us before where we're like, okay, the last ride of the day and the last ride of the, last experience that we're going to have before we go home. And it
I think
didn't
I think
happen.
like Mickey and Minnie's were on one time, and they said, "Oh, we can give you a fast pass to another ride." But we actually had ridden all the rides we wanted to that day, and that
Yeah.
was the last ride of the day that we're planning to do. So yeah, make sure that when you're planning out, you actually have the rides that you prioritize pretty early on in the day, just to make sure that if there's any kind of downtime, that you can get on those rides later on.
That includes the fireworks too, though, right? I mean, like we that has happened to us with the fireworks as well.
Yeah.
There've been a weather system came in and they didn't have any of the fireworks that day. So that's another thing too. I always like to leave the fireworks like that's the last thing that I want to experience before I leave. I
Leave the-
leave that
yeah,
trip.
yeah.
So, but at the same time, that's given a grain. That's I always need to understand that
It might not be
things can
yeah.
happen.
So something like that. If you can at least get, if you're staying multiple days at a resort and being able to get to the parks multiple days, get the things that you want to do first, so you actually get them done. And then if you get a chance later on and it's available, then you can ride it again or experience the parades again or the fireworks. Yeah. And
Absolutely.
Naz says, nah, every night. We're going to watch the fireworks every night. So
Let's just get rid of that whole, possibility
that-
of not seeing it. It's
yeah,
like
so every single night,
Yeah.
do that as well.
Awesome.
So maybe the biggest thing is, what's the price for all of this?
Ooh, okay. So the cost, as far as we can see with
Yeah.
the pilot program, is going to be
I think
I'm going down.
I think
Here we go.
the single passes usually run between $20 and $30. It could be a little bit
Yes.
higher depending if there's a surge or if it's a downtime. Like September is a time when maybe the prices are a little bit lower. 50K. No, not that quite. Not that quite.
What do we have to sell
what-
to
to explain.
to do this trip at Disney World?
The multi passes start at $32, which is could be reasonable again if you're going during a little bit less crowded time or on the the weekdays. It's probably something that's a little bit lower. Yeah, so $12 for some of the single ones in February. That's quite a possibility. We've seen about $20, I think, is the average for the single day passes, and then for the multi passes starting at $32. But when we're talking about prices, the prices for the multi pass, that's the big kicker. So what's the prices for that?
I think you should need to go ahead and roll that out.
Okay, so there's different prices for different places. What we know is that Magic Kingdom, the range for a premier pass, Lightning Lane pass, is between $329 and $449 at Magic Kingdom. So that's a huge chunk of change if you're actually thinking about it.
About
And
400. Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
doesn't include the price of the park tickets. So
Absolutely.
this is just for the passes.
An extra $400 approximately a
Yeah.
day for per person. Yes.
Yeah, so that's where it starts. For Epcot, it's a little bit cheaper, $169 to $249 per day, per person. And then looking at Hollywood Studios, it's $269 to $349. And then Animal Kingdom, it's $129 to $199. So, a family of four, if it was the highest price at Magic Kingdom, you're talking close to $1,800. So thank you, Falcon Fall, for the shout out. so I don't have that graphic up on mine, but thank you very much. Um, yeah, good afternoon to
Hi.
you as well, Falcon Paul.
Hi,
Thank you,
Falcon Paul.
thank you for being a great moderator, and we're there. Yeah, so it could be super right. $1,800 for a family of four at Magic Kingdom.
And that's on top of your top of your park
tickets
passes.
or annual passes or
Yeah.
whatnot. At the same time, if you were to purchase all these individually, it would be a little bit more. I think over the course of, and you have to do it over multiple days. You don't have the convenience of doing all the park rides in one day because you're limited on the amount of Lightning Lane single and multi pass rides that you can go on. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think where it really comes into play with these single or multiple or the premier pass, of course, right? It would be when you either want to ride, right? Because it's the big kid in you, or there are children that you have that are like, I need to ride this ride.
Right.
like they have their heart set and their mind set on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway or something like that, right? Like it's like that's what they want to do. So
Yeah.
to
And-
kind of get rid of some of those, to
and-
head
and-
off those little
Yeah.
tantrum moments.
Exactly. And here's the thing, right? We're very fortunate to be able to go multiple times, over the course of our lifetime. But for some people, this is one time and
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so if you want to experience all of it, now there's an opportunity to do so, right? Because
Absolutely.
before there was pretty much no way that you can get onto all the rides like this, in a fast pass or a Lightning Lane scenario. But now there is. And so if someone's going, this is the trip of a lifetime. They might be coming from far away. They might be flying halfway around the world. This might be a very good investment for them because it's a small price to pay if this is a once in a lifetime trip.
Yeah. I mean, I think one of the ways prior was that VIP experience, right? Like you could do the VIP experience and then you could get into the rides faster, but now it's available to more people and you're not actually paying for that VIP.
Yeah,
tour
I think
throughout
I
the
think
park.
that's a good comparison. The VIP allows for up to 10 people in your party to go and experience and have how many hours you want to purchase of a tour guide that takes you to the front of the line for most of these rides and take you through some of the back passages to save on time. But it was limited to a group of 10, so you had to have 10 people, or if you wanted to have less, you would pay for all 10 people. This is now a premier thing that's individual. So if it's just one of you, you don't get the VIP tour with the plaid vest or whatnot, but you do have
With
the
cast
opportunity.
member.
You have the opportunity to just move around as you please and plan out your day as an individual or as a smaller group.
And which leads me to knowing that. Which leads me to making sure that your My Disney Experience app has your entire group linked together.
Yeah.
You would have to have them linked together to be able to schedule your passes for your entire group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Naz is saying this is way cheaper than the VIP tour and then there's a minimum of 6 hours. That's something that's also baked in. Now, if you get a good day and it's a low crowd day, then you could probably get through. As mentioned, Disneyland, it was pretty much before sunset sometimes, and then DCA is like 4 hours. If you can get through all the rides in 4 hours, and you're in and out, and you have I can see someone at a convention, right? They're at the Disney Anaheim has a convention center right down the street, and so if you're at a convention and you have just the afternoon to go to the park, this is the way of getting all those things done as well.
Yeah, yeah, or like if you get to you're doing your not reservations. If you're a pass holder,
Yep.
you'd have to do reservations. But when you're doing your planning for your trip, and you notice that there's a special event on the day that you needed to, like you were like, I'm gonna hit the park hard, and this is what I'm doing, and then you're like, oh, special event.
Special event.
So that could help you to get through the rides,
Yeah.
to get
If
them
you
all
want to
done.
get through all done and you don't have the evening hours to do it, this is
Yeah.
another way.
And you missed the window to buy tickets for the special event,
Yeah,
or
right.
not spoken from experience, but
Yeah. The special event,
course.
we'll get to one of those one of these days. I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
The Mickey's not so spooky.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, one day. One day. All
Uh,
right. Anything else for Lightning Lanes?
Yeah, let's see. I think that pretty much covers the new Premier Pass, right? The Lightning
Yep.
Lanes, and then the new Premier Pass that they're rolling out. So October 30th is the big day where you get to go and do this. And I think that's it. I think that's really what
Yep.
we covered. I mean, you're going to purchase it through the My Disney Experience app, and you're going to do all of your things through your My Disney Experience app. Yeah. And then you can go ahead and enjoy,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I think,
I think this is something that is another package that someone could benefit from. It might not be, and like I said, it might not be for everybody, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that might take advantage of it just because they are limited on time or limited on when they can go or something like that. So there's an audience for this, and
yeah.
I think Disney does their research on it, and they make sure that they have a product that is suitable for people. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't know though, $400 per person
yeah, I know.
per day.
It's something that we might not necessarily do, but who knows? There
That's a
might-
little steep for I don't know. Like that's a little steep, but
Yeah.
I
I think it depends on again the audience member
Yeah.
and whatnot, and we might not be the target audience for this because we go, we're able to go, once a year or once every other year, but then for someone who might not go as often, and we stay for a longer time too.
we do.
And
we
this is
do.
not our thing to do rope drop, right? So we're more
Yeah.
like a casual
rope drop to fireworks. We
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, we do more afternoon, evening, because it's cooler in Orlando.
Yeah, the casual leisurely stroll
Yeah.
throughout the park.
So,
it's kind of what we enjoy. So yeah,
but
we've
for someone
started to,
someone likes rope drop and someone
Yeah.
who goes, and
and they put on the racing shoes.
Yeah.
and they're just off to
That-
the races.
that might be
Yeah.
a thing. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I don't feel you targeted. Not meant to target anyone,
Uh.
but I think it actually could be pretty good for some people.
Yeah.
So yeah, the cost is a little bit higher, but I guess our next story actually goes into something that costs a little bit higher too. So
Oh my gosh! Yes, good segue. Good segue.
Good segue. So so there's a new cake shop opening. What is it
Yeah,
called?
it's
the
called the
Bake.
Cake Bake Shop Bakery by Gwendolyn Rogers is the official name.
Yeah. So this one is been something that people have been waiting for a long time
Yes.
because they've seen the construction site for a while now.
It's been in construction for a long time. Absolutely. Yes. And this is on the boardwalk, at the Boardwalk Resort.
Resort, yeah. And right there, so this is a new bakery. They have multiple locations, but this is the first one on Disney property. And so there's a little bit of controversy earlier when they posted the menu and they talked about the $32 cake. You were supposed to go to a photo
Aw.
shoot with your wife in February. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
You were wow, that's awesome that you were able to, you were going to do something like that. But they did lower
That
the
is cool.
prices, which is kind of amazing. Like they're again responsiveness to the audience there. So It says delight in the ultimate indulgence. Discover the new bakery with a whimsical atmosphere that complements the idyllic charms of Disney's Boardwalk.
So let's go ahead and go to the menu.
Okay,
And then we can go ahead and see the prices on the menu.
yeah, sure. Let's see where that is. Is this it?
Oh, nope, 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 nope. You can just click on it on the page.
Is this it?
No, okay, so no, that's not it. But when you go, so
This one.
there you
Okay.
go. Yeah. The other one, we'll save that
Okay,
that
okay,
other window for later. But if you can see the prices on there, it's a little steep, and so it might not seem like a lot, right? Because you're looking at 20 something dollars for like a cake or something. It says 20. Wait, hold on.
Oh, here we go. Cakes.
Yeah, cakes. It has like a cake for 20 something dollars, right? For the cake. But keep in mind, this is a cake slice.
Yeah, that's an interesting part that they didn't mention that
Yeah.
here it says cakes. It's just cakes, but it's not cake slices.
Yeah, it's a cake slice.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna get a cake, it's gonna for 20 something dollars. It's gonna be a slice of cake, mind you. You know, it's still. From what I understand, it's delicious. It's special
delicious.
made. You know, they make all of it by hand, and you know, of course, they're gourmet cakes. But at the same time, you know, $20, and there's like they have macarons,
Yeah.
right? And they've got little tiny desserts and little tiny pastries as well. And when I say little tiny, they're small.
They're smaller than.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're small. So now it says, take my money. Is this the one that has the pictures of them?
Yeah, here you
Okay,
go.
okay, okay.
Well, no, because this one, so when we were talking about it just being a slice for 20 something dollars, the pricing for the entire cake, I went on their website and took a look at the entire cake price.
Oh yeah,
So, if we look at Gwendolyn's famous Earl's Court chocolate cake,
Okay.
the regular price for a 6-inch cake,
Oh,
which
here we go.
serves 8 to 12, is $115.
Yeah.
So I know I think Naz might be like, yeah, still take my money. So no, yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're delicious, and I would love. I think special occasions, right? I think that would be a good. I got a special occasion coming up soon,
Yeah.
so I think that could be a Gwendolyn's famous Earl's court chocolate cake moment.
That's quite a possibility. Yes.
Yes, I can see that for a milestone birthday or maybe a milestone anniversary or something. You know, like when you're celebrating. I think that kind of.
Oh, it's not a hint, Naz. It's actually a statement, I think. So, but loud and clear for sure.
No, so basically they have different sizes though. So 6-inch, 8-inch, 10-inch, and 12. 6-inch, like we said, feeds 8 to 12 and goes for $115. Up to the 12-inch cake, which serves 36 to 56, and that is $215. I'm not sure where you'd be at where you're getting a 12-inch cake to serve 56 people, but
It could be a celebration.
Yeah, like a
retirement celebration or a big birthday party or just like events, like a business event.
those
right?
would be really skinny slices, though.
That's
right?
true. That's
If
true.
you-
12 inches. Yeah. And it's pick up only. They don't deliver.
Yeah. Well, this is and
Disney wedding. Yes.
yeah,
Disney
we're
wedding.
going off of the website for the cake shop just
Yeah.
in general, right? So like this is just the cake bake shop, their website, but this is not directly off of their BoardWalk site.
Yeah. So they have again multiple locations. So
Yeah, and you know what I'm looking forward to, and I think this is something that I'd love to do with Pinky sometime, is to be able to do the tea.
oh, did you
'Cause they've got-
Did you
yeah.
realize that the flour is another $8?
I did see that the flour, and then there's something else too. Like if you take a look at that, there's something else. There's the flour
There's
and
a customized cake plaque for $5.
yes. So
that's,
if you
that's reasonable, I think.
yeah
For a cake
yeah
plaque. Right?
So, Yeah.
So, yeah, okay.
So maybe for a milestone birthday or no,
Or something, yeah.
just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'll do with that cake.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen cheesecakes from certain factory of cheesecakes that go pretty pricey as well, right? So it's comparable.
Which I like the vanilla bean and the
Right.
Oreo cookie. I think could be. Oh yes, I think.
Yeah, I mean it's factory produced, but cheesecakes could be expensive as well.
Yeah,
Like the
that's
slices
true.
can be like expensive.
Yeah,
right?
that's true. That's true. So we went to said cheesecake
Factory
place.
of- yeah.
So factory of cheesecakes. No, we went to there, and then we bought like. Oh, I bought like 4 different pieces, and I was like, wait, how much is that? Because I was buying one per person in our
Right.
family, and I'm like, oh, I think Dr. Iron Chef would like this flavor,
Right.
and then MC would like this flavor, and then Pinky chose her flavor. Of course, she couldn't decide, so I had to buy 2 for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite pricey. So
Hi Rev, how you doing? Hi Amy. Thanks
Hey!
for stopping by. We're just looking at cakes.
we're taking a look at the new cake bake shop at the BoardWalk, which just opened,
Just
right?
opened, yeah.
And it was being anticipated for a really long time. So we're looking at the prices of the cakes and the pastries. Okay, so this is what I'd like to do is
Okay,
that
so which
tea
one?
experience.
The tea experience.
Yeah,
Okay.
that tea. I don't know. It seems so,
Yeah, it
just,
seems like a fun thing to do.
it does, right?
So you can take Pinky for that one.
Yeah, I think that's something that I would look forward to.
But they have other things. They have the pound cake. Again, these are slices as well for $8.99, and then their salad is $25. I guess that's like the price of a salad sometimes.
You know what was really funny though is that when they showed people eating this, they had like the tiniest fork.
Yeah. I think the proportion of it as well.
It was really funny because it was like, oh, that's not too bad for that price. And then because they're showing the person digging in with the fork, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's a tiny fork.
Yeah.
That's a mini fork.
Cake salad. No, it's not cake
Yeah,
salad. I think
a cake
it's just.
salad. Yeah.
I think it's something in case someone wants to eat. They have eggs, any style for $16.99 with smoked bacon or pork sausage,
Ooh, okay,
oven
and
roasted
yeah,
finger
there
ring
you go.
potatoes, and toast served with our homemade raspberry pixie jam. I think that's the thing. Their raspberry jam
Yeah.
is the thing. They put that into different things. The raspberry and the blueberry.
Oh,
So-
okay. Yes, I saw that in a macaron as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. It was the
And they've
macaron.
got specialty drinks as well, right? I mean, if you're gonna
Yeah.
throw your money at, coffee and
Right. I mean, you can go to some place that's very starry, and they can have very extravagant type of drinks. And same thing here is they have a pink princess, lemon lime soda, and grenadine, and then you also have grenadine. Yeah, looking at okay.
grenadine.
Grenadine,
Okay, sorry.
Freshly squeezed orange juice is $11. So, and then the natural spring water is also $11.
I feel like that's like room service prices,
Yeah,
right?
like that's true. I remember going to one time I was in Tokyo at the Imperial Hotel, and the orange juice was $10, but that was back in 1994. So it is kind of expensive.
It's probably
Hi,
25
Scribbler.
right now.
Look, it's Scribbler.
Hey, Scribbler!
Are you still in Tokyo?
Aloha.
Or where are you right now?
Ohayo gozaimasu if you're still in Tokyo.
She was at she was in Hiroshima.
Oh,
I think.
oh my gosh, you were. That is crazy. If you were, that's where my family's originally from.
Yeah.
What part of my family
Part of your
is
family.
originally my mom's side.
Yeah, actually part of mine too. I think it's like it wasn't grandfather. So so but yeah, thanks for
Very
thank you for the
cool.
shout out as well for Scribbler. Yeah, she's been all over the place in Tokyo, so we're looking forward to talking about her adventures in Japan at Universal Japan
Universal
today.
Japan
Awesome.
today.
No, that's awesome. Enjoy.
I am thinking that their Super Mario World is totally like tricked out. Like total. I mean, like the
Super
Super Mario World that totally just blows your mind.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, I'm pretty sure it's not the same as the one in
California.
California, or well, maybe it'll be closer to the one in Epic Universe in Florida. But I don't think anything beats Nintendo in Japan.
Oh my goodness. So when we went to Universal, so kind of an aside, but
Yeah.
when we went to Universal Studios in California,
Yep.
and because we were like Super Mario World, we gotta go check that out. We're Mario fans, and the kids are huge Mario fans. So they bought the
Wristbands.
the wristbands.
Interactive
Yeah,
wristbands.
they bought the wristbands, and then we were like spending time in the store before we went in, and then before we actually went in, and then we went in, and it was crowded.
It was crazy over
Oh
there.
my goodness, it was so crowded. You could barely get anywhere. You could barely work your way to anything to do something interactive. And sadly to say, I think the kids just did like 2 or 3 things
Yeah.
with that bracelet, and then that was it. They were
I'm
just
sure
like,
we could use it again.
yeah, and
If
and
we
it
ever
was
go.
just and it was like they were just kind of like, okay, it's so crowded in here. I'm kind of done. So
It was crowded. It was a long walk to get there because it's all the way down towards the ending of Universal Studios, and then it was hot.
yeah. Oh yes, yes. And that was, well. At least we had that huge donut, right?
Oh yeah, we had we had the donut that's bigger than the size of
It's
your head.
huge.
Yeah.
But and then we all could share it. It was like almost like 2 donuts for each person from one huge donut. But it was delicious, and it did not cost us $22 for a small slice.
Yeah. So again, if it's something that's a treat, and if you want to get it, Disney is going to have
Yeah.
more expensive things as well. So
Yeah.
you kind of expect that when you compare it to Hawaii prices, it's not too out of the range. It is a little bit more, but
Well, the only thing though, right, is that the cake bake shop is on the boardwalk.
Right.
And it's at the end of the boardwalk before you can walk to Epcot. So just a few steps away, you have Le Hall, the
Oh.
lingerie, right? So you could also go there as well to Le Hall, Boulangerie,
Yeah.
Patisserie, and you can get things from there as well.
yeah, so that'll be very
So-
interesting, the competition between the different places. And again, these are places that are operated by different management companies.
And
or owners.
they're packed.
Yeah.
Like they're super packed, and they're super busy a lot of the time. So especially around mealtime, like breakfast and lunch and dinner, they tend to be really busy. But yeah,
Oh, they have a lobster biscuit in a bread bowl. That sounds yummy.
ooh.
We should get that. But yeah,
that sounds really good.
yeah, it is a little different. It's like their toasted ham and cheese is $10.49. What's the price of? Let's see if there's a.
There's don't they have macarons too?
Let's see
They've
if there's a
got croissant.
price comparison with some other croissants. So all butter croissant is just the croissant is $6, and so if you're going to check out some of the other things, then yeah, it's a
Oh
little
yes,
bit-
this is in France. So Naz is asking
Yeah.
if this is in France. Yes, this is. You kind of
you
have
have
to
to
walk.
go into Epcot. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to walk. So this, if you have, you don't need a ticket to go to the cake bake shop.
Yeah.
So this is, if you do have a ticket, you do have a park hopper pass, and you can get into Epcot for that day. Then you'd have a choice, right, between the cake bake shop and Le Hall.
Yeah.
So it is in France, and you have to walk a little ways, like in
Yeah.
to
The France Pavilion, not
yeah,
the actual,
France Pavilion.
actual
yeah.
France. Just to be clear,
Yeah.
but yeah, they have a egg, cheese, and bacon croissant for $9.50. So $7 versus $9.50 for the extra egg, cheese, and bacon. So
Yeah. Yes, it is
Yeah.
behind Chef de France. Yes.
no, yeah, by the ice cream place. Oh,
Oh.
your phone's or your
My-
Apple Watch is excited about the croissants.
She is. She's like, "Ooh, time! It's croissant time."
Croissants. Yeah, it's hidden in the
It
alley,
is.
yes.
It is. It is. So it's a little bit kind of hard to find, in fact, but
But it's super busy, like you said.
it is.
Yeah.
It's super busy. Yeah, we tried to get there once to go buy stuff, and the line was so long. So we were like, "Oh,
So there's an option really close by, maybe a 10-minute walk between the two locations.
With
So
tickets though, with park tickets for the day. So yeah.
macaroons is the collection is $13.50. So yeah, so there's different things that you can get there
31.50.
as well. Eclairs, I love eclairs too.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm getting hungry now.
Yeah,
Like I'm really wanting some French pastries.
Are there other locations that we can look at too?
You know, the other location that I was thinking of that could kind of be competition or like, you know, that could kind of be competition with these two is Disney Springs in Emirates Patisserie.
Yeah.
So that's the other one that I was thinking of that was like, you could also jump on a bus, right?
Right.
Or take a car or take Disney transportation and then get to Disney Springs in the town center and go to Emirates Patisserie. So they're a little pricey as well. But yeah, but I mean, from what I've heard, because we haven't tried it yet. So if you've tried it, let us know what you tried and put that in the comments. But I heard it's delicious. So, you know.
A macaroon is $3.50 here for one, and then 5 count is $12.50. So
I
they're
think it's macaron.
macaron. Oh, macaron.
Macaroon is the one with the
That's
coconut.
right, the macaron. That's right. I'm sorry.
No,
You're
it's
right.
okay.
Nas says frozen wine slushies.
Yes, frozen wine slushies.
There you go. Yeah, so they have different things here as well. Cakes, they have a Mickey Mouse petite cake for $22. I think that's the whole cake. But
That is the whole cake, yes. No, that is the whole cake.
and then their brand one is $20. So yeah, there's different things. Sandwiches, $14 with chips. So yeah, reasonable, I think, for what's at Disney. So,
And then this, so Naz is saying that he had the Mickey Mouse.
the Mickey Mouse. Oh, that's cool. I'm not sure if there's pictures.
And it was good. So, oh my goodness, we're gonna need to go get some pastries after this because.
Yeah, I'm getting a little hungry too. So
Oh, okay. We gotta need to go get some eclairs,
I think so.
and some macarons. But so that's the other place. And then of course we talked about it last week because it's Halloween and it's sort of themed Halloween all year round. But Gideon's as well, my favorite.
Yeah, I gotta get my treats straight. That's why I do mobile order. So I don't have to. I don't have to pronounce that.
You just have to click on it.
Click on it,
You don't
and
have to
then-
ask anyone.
There we go.
for it.
Or Dr. Mom orders.
Yeah.
So I have anxiety when I have to order stuff.
You do, yes.
It's like,
Yes.
unless I know what the exact thing is I actually want, and I can point to it.
You know how like when I order though, it's like I'm like, ooh, give me one of that.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of that. One of that. So you don't want me to order because I will.
We'll get a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's good as well. So,
Yeah. So yeah, Gideon's. I love Gideon's. I found my Gideon's candle and it smells so delicious. It smells like vanilla and it's just so caramelly.
Yeah.
It smells so delicious. So it's not edible, the candle,
Right.
so I can't eat it, but it smells really, really good.
Yeah, so Deli says have anxiety ordering at Starbucks. I have the same thing. Yeah,
Oh.
pictures are nice. It's a good thing. I have anxiety ordering at McDonald's if it's like for 4 or 5 different orders.
Oh, Starbucks though, that can be an anxiety producing because you've got grande, tall, grande, venti,
I think it's the options. Like when you have multiple options.
half sweet,
then that's
one
what-
pump, 2 pump,
Right. That's what
one
makes it-
shot, 2
I'm
shots.
getting anxiety right now. So,
Sorry.
no, that's okay. Yeah, I think that's why. So mobile apps are great for ordering, and,
Yeah.
and Disney has a lot of mobile apps, and so does Starbucks.
And McDonald's does too.
McDonald's have too. So
Yeah.
like if the mobile app's not working at McDonald's, it's like, oh, I got to order at the thing and
And it's like
try to understand what they're saying through the speaker.
Yeah, and it's like chocolate chip cookies. I think I will.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thank
Get
you
the-
very much.
Get the baker's dozen.
Oh
So-
yeah. Or McFlurry.
Yeah, see, so
Thank
yeah,
you very
so
much.
that's the thing, right? So if you have 5 things in it, it makes it more complicated, and that's why for me it's like I'll take the plain cheeseburger, or I'll just take this, and no options because that makes it a little bit more harder. That's the anxiety. That's the anxiety piece. as
Yeah,
well.
that's true. That's true. And Starbucks is it's just so unlimited
It's
with
like
their
unlimited. You can create your own drinks.
and they do have those new fall drinks out right now. So I'm wanting to try some of those yummy new fall drinks.
Yummy new things.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry. You must be getting hungry too.
You know, I want pastries.
Yeah,
To tell you the truth.
we'll go get some
Yeah, I
pastries.
mean, and I'm sure we've made you hungry as well by taking a look at the Cape. After we talked about the passes and the lightning lanes and everything, but what a better way to end your day after you've done the whole lightning lane premiere pass,
Yeah,
crazy ride after ride,
yeah,
than to go top your day off with a yummy cake from the cake bake shop, right?
yeah.
Or
You can party with pastries.
or
There you go.
Amart's patisserie. Or, yeah. You could have a pastry party.
Pastry party.
Yeah. A pastry party or pajama jam jam.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, we'll make that into a sound alert too later on. Pajama jam. All right. So yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate you joining us on YouTube and on Twitch for the Aloha DIS podcast. We'll be back next week. We hope you have a happy Halloween and enjoy the time with your family and friends. So yeah, I think that's it for this evening.
I think so.
Yeah. So thank you again for being here.